Hey there, guys. Good morning. Mike Graham here from SME Skills Academy. I hope you're all having a good Thursday. This is our third video in terms of our series to help everybody through this coronavirus situation, right? It is what it is. You know, we can't change it, right? You can't change the problem. You got to change your attitude towards the problem. So one thing that we're working on with our clients a lot is we're working on helping them take their sales process online, right? I'm not going to be talking too much about what the sales process should be and how your sales process should be, and et cetera, et cetera. If you're interested in that, drop us a message, and we're more than happy to give a complimentary 30-minute session to take you through your sales process. But really, I just want to share with you some really good tools, and I guess how you use the online system to make it work for you, right? So for example, you guys probably have heard of Zoom, Google Hangouts, Skype, GoToWebinar, right? All of these amazing platforms to help you do your sales conversation, your sales meetings online, right? One little tip that I would 100% do is I would, if you're on the call with a prospect, is I would ask them if you're able to record it, just so that then you have a recording of the conversation. It'll help you with your notes. You can send it to them. Prospects really like that, actually, right? So recording is always a good idea. I think the second thing is, learn how to do the screen sharing facility. It makes a big difference. Have little presentations, screen share stuff. I think when it comes to online, you've got to be very, make sure that your environment obviously is quiet. It goes without saying. Make sure that you've got a nice background, right? I think one of the big things as well is make sure that you've got a good structure to your conversation, right? Obviously, it's part of the sales, but even if you weren't doing it online, make sure you've got a good structure to the presentation, because I think the biggest thing with online meetings, whether it's Zoom, whether it's Skype, whether it's GoToWebinar, whether it's Google Hangouts, the biggest thing is the impulse. Maintaining the level of impulse in that sales conversation, that sales process can be challenging, right? So don't talk for longer than you need, but also don't talk for less, right? So you got to make sure you've got your structure in place, your ice breaking, your qualification, your fact finds, your building impulse, your closing. You just got to make sure it's all there so that you're not wasting time, but also so that you're not limiting the time, right? I think the biggest mistake people make when they jump online for the first time is they spend too much time initially on the conversation. And then the other mistake they make is they spend too little time, so they don't build any impulse. You got to spend the right amount of time on that, right? On those platforms with the prospect. And I guess the other big thing is, listen, just test the system, test it with a friend, test it with your dog, test it with someone before you use it with the client. I know that sounds obvious, right? But do that as much as you can. I think in terms of going online as well, you probably need, if your sales process currently is a 1 or 2 meeting close, you probably need to add another step, maybe 1 more meeting, maybe 2 more meetings, just because, when you're talking online, you need more steps to build trust, right? So if your current sales process is 2 meetings close or 1 meeting close, maybe you need to add 1 more step so that you have more time, just the right amount of time, but a little bit more time so that you can build trust and get the person to buy into what you're doing, right? But listen, I think going online, for a lot of people, you should be super pumped about it, right? Because what it's going to do, it's going to enable your business to have flexibility in terms of location. It's going to enable your business to have exposure in terms of, if you work currently a lot in your area, it's going to give you exposure to work anywhere in the world. And that's super exciting. And it's going to give you exposure of freedom of movement, right? So once this whole situation's over, because it will be over eventually, you could potentially work from anywhere in the world if you can get this period right in terms of taking your sales process and your delivery, but delivery is something else, but taking your sales process online. Right? So guys, I hope this video has helped you. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to, jump on a conversation with someone and just give you some tips on how to use these platforms. Personally, we use GoToWebinar, Zoom, and Skype, depending where the person is. We also use other applications like WhatsApp video, Bottom, so it depends geographically where the person is. But listen, I hope this video has helped you. What issues do you currently have? What are you worried about? What are you trying to figure out through this Corona period? drop us a message, comment on this video, let me know, and we're doing a daily video to help you guys out. And listen, we're going to get through this. Remember, tough times don't last, tough people do. Have a great week, and I look forward to speaking to you all again tomorrow. Bye for now.